Justin Nicholson, Nicholson Home Inspections. Frequently asked questions number 4. Do we inspect the inside of chimneys? On to that. Let's go back to the definition of a home inspection. And I'll put in the link below this an article that I wrote that gives a little bit more detail on what a home inspection actually is. But in brief, a home inspection is a cursory, non-invasive, visual examination of the exposed and readily accessible areas of the property, performed in accord with the standards of practice, commenting on those systems and components as they exist on the date and time of the inspection. So the part that I want to isolate here is visually based and non-invasive. Do we inspect the inside of the chimney? Yes and no. Yes, in the sense that whatever we can see when we're performing an inspection on the chimney, which is part of our standards of practice, we include. If I can see through the top side of the chimney without dismantling things, I'll look down the chimney. If I can look up in the chimney to one degree or another without dismantling things, I look up the chimney. But most chimneys are going to have large portions of them that cannot be seen. It's just the nature of the process and limitations that we have. Well, what am I going to do as a client if you can't see all of the chimney? That's not an unfair question at all. But I want to train the question a little bit. What about all of the portions of a furnace that can't be seen? Even if you take the cover off, the majority of the furnace can't be seen. What about the majority of the electrical wiring that's behind the walls, behind every outlet, behind every switch, behind every light fixture? You can't see that either. So you have to be kind of careful where you want to take the but what about stuff, right? Because you dismantle the house after a while. Remember, a home inspection is not intended to remove the inherent risk associated with purchasing real estate. It's not. It's intended to educate clients, to help give them the ability to make an informed decision. But it is not intended to eliminate all the risk associated with purchasing a property. If somebody is hiring an inspector for that purpose, they're approaching the process incorrectly. It would be the same, say, if you took your car in that you wanted to purchase to get a 120-point inspection by an auto mechanic. They're not dismantling the entire vehicle. They're not taking the doors off to see if there's problems on the inside of the door panels. They're not testing the airbags to see if they're going to deploy. They're not removing the risk associated with purchasing the vehicle. They're helping you make an informed decision. They're looking for major problems. That's not a bad analogy here. So the answer to the question, do we inspect chimneys? Yes. Do we inspect the inside of the chimneys? Yes, to the degree that we can. But it doesn't see every part of it. Could you? Yeah, you could have a different kind of an inspection done where they basically will stick equipment down the inside of the chimney, look at the entire interior of it from various angles, and you could do that. Likewise, you could hire somebody to take the entire furnace apart and check the things that can't be checked during a basic inspection either. So that's basically the answer. It's yes and no. It's included, it's part of the process. We look at what we can see, but there's going to be things like there are on a lot of components of the home that we can't see.